Sweet. Okay, so yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming along to our presentation. So just talking on ENGEO, what a career looks like at ENGEO. And I've got Michael here with me. So he is a kind of recent grad, previous intern at ENGEO. So he's the best person to speak with about opportunities here and his experience and everything. So we'll get started. So we're an international team of professionals. So we have offices within New Zealand, Australia, and the States. And so we thrive finding meaningful opportunities to promote growth and prosperity for all employees and communities. We deliver unparalleled client service in everything we do. So yeah, there's about 130 staff currently throughout New Zealand. This is a photo of one of our, we call them annual get-togethers. And we like to fly all our staff to like one location, usually around midwinter. So this year we're going to Wellington. And it's just a weekend to get together and network and meet everyone, go over technical things and just have fun. Yeah, so we just enjoy having fun and having a good culture and everything like that, and working hard as well. So we're not a very big company, but there's a beauty in being a slightly smaller consultancy. You're not just a number, you're part of a family, a big family. So it's quite nice to be part of that. So just a little bit of the history about ENGEO. So founded in 1971 in the US by Uri and a couple of his associates. And then in 2010, they merged with New Zealand. It used to be called Geoscience, and now we're called ENGEO, but we operate independently from ENGEO in the US. So we, we have our own projects and everything like that, but we can call upon our colleagues in the States, and they're a good resource to have as well, not only for technical assistance, but mentorship and everything like that. So 2018, we launched in Australia. So we have 3 offices over there at the moment. We're employee owned and award winning. We've won a lot of awards to do with our culture and best workplace, things like that. So we consist of engineers, geotechnical engineers, and that can be like civil or structural who have done sort of geotechnical papers, geologists, environmental scientists, field representatives, and support staff like HR, marketing, people who like quality, admin. So our locations all throughout New Zealand, we've got 5 offices, Christchurch, which is where we're calling from, Wellington, Auckland, Tauranga, and Queenstown. We also have 3 offices in Australia, so on the Sunshine Coast, Maroochydore, Adelaide, and Brisbane. And then we have, I feel like there's more now, offices within the US as well. So mainly around California, but kind of expanding outwards. So our why, so it's all about our people really, and just, finding their potential and assisting them and supporting people in their career growth. So when we look to hire people, our culture is one of the most important things that we have, and it's what we believe sets us apart. And so some of the criteria that we look at when we're hiring people are people that would fit within our culture to make it a good place to be and work with, because you obviously spend a lot of time with your workmates, sometimes more than your family or your flatmates. And so it needs to be a good place that you feel comfortable in and happy, and you want to keep coming into work each day. So that's why we have this very kind of loosely based criteria. So we look for people who are hungry, humble, and smart. And basically what that means is hungry. We want people that want to develop themselves professionally, want to continue always learning and bettering themselves in that way. So because we're a smaller consultancy, we thrive on, being fast paced and sort of being the best we can be. So we want people who are motivated, basically. Humble, so we want people who are not ego driven, because people like that affect the workplace so significantly. So we want people who work well with others and don't want to take all the credit for everything, because we all work so collaboratively. So we just need some people who want to be working as a team, and yeah. And then we also have smart. So having technical smarts gets you to the door, but it doesn't get you through the door. We look for people who have people smarts. And so they know how to speak to people, various different people from various walks of life, friendly, get along well with others, aren't full of drama or anything like that, just want to do their best, enjoy their work, and are passionate. So yeah, we just look for people within that kind of criteria, because that really just molds and fosters the type of culture that we currently have. And that's what we really try to protect as well, because it is such a nice place to work. So yeah, we have, this is kind of in terms of a graduate or internship position. So when you first start, you kind of already become part of the team. I know Michael can touch upon a little bit more about what it was like for him. But yeah, we do all sorts of inductions, internal inductions on health and safety, our processes. You get to be part of the team resourcing meeting from day one. And so you just immediately, hit the ground running. We don't have a specific graduate program or a specific internship program because we are smaller and we don't take on as many interns and grads. It's a lot more personalized, and you just are part of the team. So it's just you kind of carry on. Is that what you found?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what probably separates ENGEO from other consultancies is that team aspect, and sort of the people that they hire are just good people. So it's pretty special. Like the first day you come in and you're just sort of brought into this team, and it just gets better and better. Yeah.
And once we do all the health and safety checks and everything like that, we just take you out on site, you buddy up, you've got, someone that you go out with, you take samples, you do
a lot of different projects.
Projects.
Like you're doing like 50-50 office and field work, which is quite nice, like switching it up. And then you get to work on, so I'm an environmental scientist, so I get to work on a bunch of different projects involving contaminated land or air or water. So you're mixing it up quite a lot. It sort of just splits the monotony of that sort of everyday stuff. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. And we treat our employees with trust. And so, you're all adults, you project manage your different workloads and things like that. Consultancy is not for everyone. And I think the beauty of an internship is that you can see if it is for you. There is a lot of trust involved, managing your own time, variety of work, fast paced. So that works really well for some people. And it's just a great way to see if that's something that suits you best as well. We're really big on internal training and professional development. So if you start as a grad, we sponsor you to have like professional memberships like Engineering New Zealand, for example. We also support you going to different courses and getting training outside of work as well. So like if there's a course you want to do through Engineering New Zealand or the Christchurch Chamber of Commerce or whatever, we would support you doing some training, because effectively it's a win-win situation. If you are bettering yourself, you're going to deliver more experience to clients, and you're going to deliver a better experience as well. So you're going to be continuously striving to have a bit of a career pathway. And so we start off, so you have your internships, which is usually over the summer period. So usually that's over when the uni break starts, so November, sometime after your last exam. We're pretty flexible with that though. If you want to take like a couple of days off beforehand or something, or a week, that's fine as well. But ideally we have you start before Christmas. We have a Christmas break, which goes for 2 weeks, and that's when the whole business closes down. Just have that period to rest and spend time, enjoy summer. And then you get back into it until uni starts up again. And then for graduates, it's the first year or two before you move into more of a staff level position. And as you kind of progress throughout your career, you'll carry on you'll get more exposure to different projects. You'll have assistance in project management, so we'll do a lot of internal training for that. At the moment, you're kind of grad level.
Yeah. You're sort of like encouraged to upscale like throughout your years with the company, and that's pretty cool. Like there's a big R&D fund which you can sort of, if you've got some research you want to do or something like that, like you're encouraged to put that forward. and yeah, take it away running. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we always, we're very open to getting new ideas. We have an ideas incubator as well. So that's an online thing where you can post ideas about how to do things better, or, you know, different programs and things like that. And so we encourage people to always be innovative, and yeah, and we're looking for efficiency without losing quality. So you have a lot more opportunity to have an impact and have a say, which is quite cool. So what services do we offer? What do we do? So we're a geotechnical engineering and environmental consultancy. So as you can see there, we do earthquake engineering, engineering geology as well, environmental engineering. So we do asbestos and hazardous material, mold assessments and management, things like that. What are you currently working on?
Oh yeah, bit of all of that, and contaminated water as well. So yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of whatever projects that we get because of the clients that come to us. So we engage with a variety of clients, and they have all different kind of needs and things that they need. A lot of things are like for consents, council consent, things like that.
Yeah, it's really handy to have like a team that can work on the environmental aspect of a project. And then if you come across a client who also needs a bit of geotech consulting, like we've got that as well. And you can work together with these teams, which is again sort of separates us a bit from other consultancies. Say like a big building needs to go in, you need to dewater. So you've got your hydrology team, and then you find that, oh, there's maybe a bit of asbestos in that soil. We can also do that and remediate and validate. So it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah,
it's quite cool. We have definitely worked on lots of projects together, both different disciplines. So that's been cool. So just a couple of photos of things we've done. So in terms of like the engineering, deep basement, like basement design, we provide asbestos services as well, remediation, monitoring. We've done work for the Kaikoura earthquake recovery. So that was a cool project that we were part of. We seconded some of our team over to assist with that. And that's been really beneficial, and they've got some really good skills and learnings from that. Environmental services and contamination sampling. This is a very this is not showing you everything that we do, but it's just kind of touching upon some of those things. One of the cool projects that we worked on was the Christchurch Adventure Park. So we did some work with them as well. There's some of the work that we did there. Lots of earthworks all up and down the country. Obviously places like Tauranga or Auckland especially have quite a lot going on there as they expand. Queenstown as well have a lot more challenging sites because apparently all the easy sites have been taken. So there's a lot more challenging sort of design and rock fall mapping and hazard management and things like that that needs to be done for those types of places. And we work on a majority of commercial projects. We do like building sites or residential lots and things like that. We get consent processes through. But we also do take the odd residential one from just a private client who wants something, you know, on their own property, or they want to build on a piece of land and they need to get some geotech work done or some environmental work done, like if they want to build on a old farm or something like that, they need to get that checked over. Lots of retaining walls and anchors, retaining walls especially on Port Hills and Christchurch, for example, all around Wellington. Every time there's been a big rainfall, we're always called out to assist working on there. And also in Queenstown as well, like some of those big subdivisions require sort of a lot of retaining wall design. So that's where we do a lot of our work for that. This is just what a slip looks like. And so we do remediation, land stabilization as well, things like this, big project. Another thing that is unique to us is we have our own registered charity. So it's a recognized registered charity called the Dream Trust. It's a way we can give back. And so it's run by employees, and we just have different initiatives throughout the year where we can just assist in helping others in the community who are less fortunate. It's very rewarding to be part of that. And anyone can be part of that. And we're just always funding, fundraising and trying to get donations and raising awareness for different causes. So it's quite a cool part of our culture as well. Yeah, our culture, we have fun. So yeah, we work hard, but we also play hard as well. So this is Auckland. They do an annual bowls evening for their Christmas party, and they usually have dress up. We've been doing that in Christchurch for the past few years as well, because it's really taken off. We have like a fun committee, so we encourage anyone to join that. You can be anyone joining that and just put suggestions forward. And yeah, it's really cool. It's really good for well-being. We have a well-being committee as well. So we recognize that mental health is important and just as important as like physical health. So we have benefits like a well-being benefit. We have OCP services, which is basically it's counseling that is all confidential. It's external, so it's not something that we provide. It's just a service that we pay for once you need to use that service. So yeah, we really do emphasize on having fun and just having a good place to work. And as you can see, like everyone's just like a family, and it's great to get together at the end of the year and do those things, but we do things throughout the year as well. So that's cool. Oh yeah, we did, it was beer and yoga, I think. That was an interesting one. One of our guys was happened to be a yoga instructor as well, and I don't know, the beer kind of got some people involved with that too, so that was cool. What else is popping up here? Oh yeah, we do annual ski trips as well. So the South Island do their own one, and then the North Island do their own one as well. So we organise that, and usually NGO pay for like a ski pass or something. So it's pretty cool. We're always looking for new ideas and things like that. Oh, there's a lot of photos in here. Okay. So internships and graduate positions are now open. So this is for this year. So we usually close them around basically when we find people. So we have about 10 positions going up and down the country. And so we need people for all offices. So when you do apply, just let us know which office you're keen on working at, or if you're pretty flexible, let us know. That's always a benefit in case we end up getting enough for one office but could do with someone for another office. Ideally have a cover letter just to kind of let us know a bit about yourselves and why you do what you do, why you're studying what you're studying, and where you kind of want to be. And yeah, I'd say about September is usually when we have everyone locked in. So I would encourage you to apply from now onwards. The sooner the better. This email address, the careers@engeo.co.nz, comes through to myself and my colleague Jess. And so we check that every week, and we're constantly getting in touch with people from that email address. You can also apply on our website as well. There is a join us section under careers, and you can apply that way as well. But yeah, just let us know. We need grads for next year in most offices, and we definitely need interns for the summer break as well. If you're pretty flexible about working, or if you can have like work a day a week or something like that at the moment, just let us know, because sometimes we do need that extra help, especially out on site or doing logging and things like that. So just let us know what you're looking for, and maybe we can accommodate. So that's kind of it. It was just a very general overview of what we do. We didn't want to kind of give you too much information. But yeah, we're just open for any questions that you might have at the moment. Sorry if that was really short. I know that there's been a bit of time associated for this, but we're open for questions, or if you want to know more about what Michael's doing. Yeah. All good. Are you guys all studying engineering, or a bit of a mixture of engineering and environmental or geology? I would assume so.
Yeah, I'm studying engineering, but I was wondering what would help someone stand out as an intern, like applying for an intern. What would help you stand out?
Perfect. So as a recruiter, I love getting a cover letter with a CV. I like to know what courses you've taken. So sometimes if you want to add your internal transcript, that's always helpful as well. Although, I mean, we're not looking at, you know, you getting all straight A's all the time as well, because that's not everything. But yeah, I just want to know more about you as a person. So seeing some personality in your cover letter is really useful. You know, just tell us why you're studying what you're doing, what you want to do in the future. Or if you don't know and you just be honest about it, that's fine too. Just as long as you're eager to learn and eager to try something different, you know, that stands out in your cover letter, that's really cool. Yeah, that's what I would note anyway. It's just having that personality kind of shine through the cover letter is really important, so it doesn't look so like clinical. It's nice. You do read a lot of cover letters, so it's, yeah, when you see something kind of personal.
It seems like the key is probably just to be yourself in those things, and especially the interview, like, because ENGEO hires on sort of, they hire the people based on personalities and sort of how the vibes sort of feels. So just being yourself in those situations really helps. And I think being open to all the field work and all the different sort of opportunities that we do here really helps as well. Like you can quite easily, you know, do a bit of field work for the geos and a little bit for the enviros, and like it helps you sort of feel out what you really want to do and sort of what fits your like ambitions. It's really helpful.
Yeah, and we're not stuffy, so like just crack a joke. Have a sense of humor. Just be yourself.
Yeah,
like
super chill.
We're very chill. Like we just enjoy people having a good time and just always being eager to learn more and to learn from others. I mean, having an internship is a great time to get your questions out and to learn as much as possible, to see if working in a consultancy or, you know, our consultancy is the thing for you. And I mean, in terms of Michael, like he obviously liked it because he came back a few times.
And there's a few people in the company that might start off like wanting to do one thing and then end up somewhere else. Like there's just so many opportunities here that just sort of being open to everything is quite cool. Yeah.
So hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, thanks. And I was also wondering if you do internships for first year students, or are you looking for people with more experience, or what's your kind of like entry level for an intern?
What level? What year were you? Second year?
I was first year.
You were first year.
So throw it out there. Like no harm in throwing your CV at us. Yeah,
we're not just going to take interns that are in their final year, because I mean, while it's great as well, if you have a good intern and then it could potentially merge into a graduate position the final year, I mean, that's always the ultimate if it works out for both parties. We're there as well so that we can build relationships with people going throughout university. You know, people have taken different courses stemming from their internship because they want to know more about different things. So yeah, we're open to all levels of where you're at in your degree. So definitely send it on.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
I was wondering what areas of environmental science you most typically recruit from. And
sorry, we can't hear you very well. I'll try and turn it up as well.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
No, it's still hard to hear you. Sorry. Oh, you could write a question though. Oh, sorry. Actually, I see there's some chat things coming through. Oh, okay. You guys have told us what you're studying. That's awesome. Maybe, Lily, if you just write your question in the chat, hopefully we can just read it there. So I was wondering what areas of environmental science you're most interested in recruiting from.
I think all.
Yeah, because it's all applicable. I would suggest as well, like going back to that question you had about you know, what stands out, definitely do your research, like go on the website. We've got all our services up there. and the different projects that we've done up there as well. You can even filter it by just environmental. Do your research and have a look and see if there's any of those that would maybe apply, like if there's elements of that that could apply to your degree, or if there's things in there that you're more interested in, because yeah, I guess, I mean, it's such a wide umbrella, isn't it, environmental science, and you can apply it. So what did you study? What
I studied environmental management, but like, yeah, really like all areas of environmental science, because there's just so many like different projects which will sort of use that knowledge. And you learn so much of what you do sort of in the workplace anyway. So yeah, I think you'd be sweet in any area. Yeah.
And I think if you can apply what you've studied, if you can kind of make it seem like, you know, revert it back to like a project, for example, or some of the services that we offer, like that's really cool too, because we can see that you've had some look into it and are really thinking about it. So yeah, definitely go on our website and have a look, because there's a lot of information on there. I am studying a master's in applied data science and my degree is in geology. Would this be relevant? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We've taken on like pure geologists or geologists that have done like their masters in geotech as well, engineering geology. So definitely applies.
Yeah, we're starting to use a lot more of Leapfrog and sort of all those softwares. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a bit of a game changer, I think.
Yeah,
it's definitely helping efficiencies and quality as well, having those different softwares available. So we're getting a lot of training at the moment for that, rolling that out. So no, I encourage you to apply it as well. Does anyone else have any questions? I don't mind if it's through the chat thing, or if you just want to talk, it's fine. You're welcome. You can always, if you do have other questions, if you just email, you can just have it sent to me direct. So Lisa, through that careers email address, you can ask me more questions that way.
Also happy to answer any questions if Lisa can forward those on to me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's no worries if you can't get a question out today. Yeah, just send it through to that email. We'll be happy. Are there any areas your company growing? Are there any areas your company growing more than others? Yeah.
Yeah, there is. What do you reckon? So contaminated land's a big one for us at the moment in the environmental sector. Lots and lots of asbestos.
So much, yeah. Any houses that were built in the 60s?
Yeah.
60s, and it's
pre-90s, yeah.
And it's just everywhere. Like I just thought they had it in the roof, like in this, you know, the roof ceiling tiles or whatever.
But it's just everywhere, and
it's in everything.
Lots of lead as well. We're getting into a fair bit more hydrology as well. So that's quite cool. And the geos are just busy all the time. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but lots going on, yeah.
A lot of design work. Like I said before, we do a lot of work on like big subdivisions, big development projects and things like that. So there's always a need for that. I would say the contamination side of things as well is a big one. We'd like to one day get more into coastal engineering. So that would be a benefit as well. Hopefully we can kind of grow in that space in the next few years. But yeah, and the good thing is that like everything kind of feeds into everything else. So you have the ability to be able to merge into another space. If you're working for us, it's not like anything isn't irrelevant. You can apply those skills that you currently have into other spaces that we're growing in. Yeah,
and ENGEO is quite open to that as well. Like just the way the company is structured, like if you sort of want to take something on, they almost encourage it. Yeah,
they do. As long as you're passionate about it and done your research, then yeah, it's all good. Any other questions? So I'm aware it's lunchtime. You're probably hungry.
Oh, well, it looks like that's it. And again, if anyone does have any questions, then please get in touch. So this will be recorded and it'll be going up on the UC Careers YouTube page probably at the end of next week. So thank you guys so much for coming along, and thank you, ENGEO, for your presentation. It was really friendly, and it was, yeah, it's great.
So this is a reflection of what we're like. We're pretty chill, but not disorganized.
Not always late.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we worked it out, so it was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for that.
Right. Thank you,
No worries.
Shannon. Yeah, thanks
See you
everyone.
all.
See you soon.